Holly, if you are just joining us, Holly has evacuated to Fort Lauderdale. She's staying with a mutual friend of ours who they have two little pups.
They do, and one just got really yappy. Is your StreamYard muted, by the way? Muted?
Well, yours is, but mine's is not because it goes through. We are live right now on the Miguel and Holly Facebook page.
I'm just trying to live engineer this because I have Slapback. It's fine.
Yeah. Can you hear me well? Okay, though, Holly?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Just go ahead.
So here's what happened. Yesterday, I was at the Trader Joe's in the Midtown area. And if you've ever been to that Trader Joe's before, you know that it is absolute chaos because the parking deck is super small. And I thought that I was going at a good time because it was like right before noon. And I'm like, it's Wednesday. I'm sorry, it's Tuesday at 11 o'clock. There's not going to be a lot of people there. Well, nope. It was mass chaos over there. And I needed just like a couple of items at Trader Joe's. So as I'm trying to like get through the parking deck, I'm like, ooh, I see this woman walking with one item in her hand, some flowers from Trader Joe's. She's getting in her car. So she's probably going to get in, buckle up, back up, and then drive out and I can take her parking spot. So I'm waiting for her. And as I'm waiting, as she's walking to her car, the line of cars behind me starts to back up. And I look in my rearview mirror and you can see people are starting to like shift in their seat. And they're like, is this man going to go? So then I put on my blinker to indicate, hey, I'm waiting for this car to move so I can park. Well, this woman gets in her car and then her brake lights light up. And so I'm like, okay, cool. She's about to back out. Well, then she takes her foot off her brake and then she's just sitting there. And so then I start to panic and I'm like, oh gosh, is she about to like, open up Google Maps to see where she's going next, or is she about to call someone? And I'm like, this is the Trader Joe's parking deck in Midtown and Uptown. You got to move swiftly. And so then you can see the people behind me start to roll their windows down and they're looking like, why is this taking so long? And so then this is 55 seconds have passed. So then, and I never, ever do this, and I get mad at my husband when he does this to people, I honked my horn at the lady because I'm like, ma'am, there is a community here and we all know that we are trying to get in and get out. And so then I think that she like doubled down and she's like, well, I'm not going anywhere. So she stayed. And so after 20 seconds, I got embarrassed that I honked my horn and I drove off because I felt bad. Am I the a-hole because I honked at this lady when she got in her car and she didn't immediately back out and leave the parking spot open when it's a crowded parking deck? 1-844 hits 961.
186. Wait, what? What's our number? Yeah, I'm having a hard time today.
That's okay. 1-844-448-7961, or you can text hits in your message to 96893. Holly, am I the a-hole in this situation?
You are the a-hole because you could have just left. Like you saw that she was taking a long time. It's on you. The onus is on you now to just leave. You see that she's not leaving. It's time for you to just leave. Now, the problem is she is the super duper a-hole in this situation, okay? You're not a bigger a-hole than she is. She's the queen a-hole. However, honking isn't going to do anything, okay? Like, in that situation, it's on that person. And then everyone else would realize that she's also the a-hole. So it's just time for you to move on and find a new parking spot. Honking wasn't going to help.
Producer Kelvin, do you think I was the a-hole in this situation?
Yes, because I agree with Holly. You're not making the situation any better. We already know how that parking lot is. It is chaos. Park on the second floor. But I'm not mad at you for beeping your horn. I'm not mad at you. That's a different story.
Because I don't know. I just feel like for that parking deck particular, you get in, so when I came out of Trader Joe's, I basically dived into my driver's seat. I was buckling my seatbelt as I was getting in reverse so I can let somebody in. So was I the a-hole for honking at this lady because she was taking her sweet time in the Trader Joe's parking deck in the Trader Joe's Uptown Midtown area? Call us up 1-844 hits 961.
1-844-448-7961 or text HITS and your message to 96893.